If you've been told spinal surgery is your only option for relief, it's the last thing I do. My name's Dr. JD Dudum. I specialize in non-surgical spinal decompression. I, 6 years ago, was told surgery only option to fix my L5-S1 disc herniation. That's when I discovered spinal decompression. 8 weeks later, completely pain-free. No more sciatica, no more achiness laying in bed, and I can certainly go on walks now with my family. So then I've turned this decompression into a complete protocol. I've done over 51,000 decompression treatments. Here are the 3 things I learned about decompression and how to make sure you get relief to avoid the unnecessary spinal surgery. Decompression is a slow, gentle stretch of the spine. What it does is it changes the pressure. It's called the intradiscal pressure. That's a fancy word for meaning it takes pressure off of the disc, relieves the nerve pressure, and gets the disc to actually reduce in size. How much in size? How much can it actually reduce it? We'll have a peer-reviewed research paper that shows we have 9%, 27%, 30%, and 78% reduction of the disc in less than 4 months. 4 patients, all 100% pain-free, no surgery needed. That's the proof. How did we get there with decompression and the 3 things that your program might be missing as a doctor? Or if you're a patient and you're not getting relief, these are the things you should ask your doctor to learn. Listen, number 1, the angle is the most important thing. When you're laying on your back, are you angled at 2.5 degrees, 5 degrees, 7.5 degrees, 10 degrees, and 12 degrees? I know you're thinking there's no way it can be that precise, and this 2.5 degrees really matter. It does. I had a patient one time, she was at 7.5 degrees, and she was 50% better in 4.5 weeks, which is great. The problem is 6 weeks, she was the same percentage. She didn't continue to improve throughout the program. So we went from 7.5 degrees to 5. We reduced the degree of pull by 2.5 degrees. We didn't add more adjustments. We didn't add more at-home rehab. We didn't add more laser therapy. That's all we did. And she broke through from 50% to 100% the last 2 weeks of care. So the angle is huge. How do you determine the angle? Based on the type of disc. For example, if there's a disc extrusion, fancy word, that means that the jelly of the disc, let's break it down. We got bone, disc, bone. If the disc herniates, there's a tear and the disc comes out, the material called the nucleus. If it breaks open so much and so much of that jelly pops out, ouch, ow, you're gonna get nerve pain. Okay, that's an extrusion. Based on the extrusion direction, meaning if it goes up in the canal or down the canal, if it's up in the canal, you're gonna wanna create more flexion of the spine to get the disc material down. Can you really get the disc material down? You can. I proved it in the research paper. We got the patient 78% reduction of his extrusion. So you wanna create more flexion, meaning you're on your back. If you've seen our videos before, the patient's legs are super flexed in the air in a flexion position, kind of like you're in a recliner. That's for a cranial extrusion. Now, what's important with the angle, you want to be in a comfortable position on the table. You don't want to be put into the decompression program and on the table, strapped in an uncomfortable spot. There are times that you may want to be in not an ideal angle based on the disc, but based on patient comfort. So if you think you should be more flat on the table, but the patient is extremely uncomfortable and the nerve pain is irritating, scratch that. Don't do that. Angle the table up to improve patient comfort. When you improve patient comfort on the table, typically you improve patient outcomes. That's the angle. Number 2, how much freaking weight do you pull with? Textbook is 50% pull based on their weight. Doing over 51,000 treatments, I think that's a flawed strategy. I think that's way too aggressive for patients. If you're a patient, you know there are times when you get pulled on that table and it flares you up. It may make your symptoms worse. You're never going to go back on that table. You'll never get the relief you deserve, and you will opt for surgery. I know. That happened to me 6 years ago when I first got my table. I was excited, scared, and excited to get the relief I wanted. I didn't want the surgery. So what I did is I went max weight. I pulled. Ouch. I couldn't walk for 2 days. I couldn't walk. I had so much pain. I was terrified to get back on my own table to get the relief I wanted. Finally, I knew I didn't want surgery, and I knew that the decompression would work. I just intuitively knew it. So I started at a lower weight, and I gently retrained the soft tissue, the ligaments, the tendons, the muscles that hold these joints in place. Over time, I could build up the weight. So too much weight too fast, recipe for disaster, flare-ups in patients that don't follow the protocol. Number 3, this is a hidden one that not most doctors think of because they're not sure on which. Honestly, there's a bunch of different protocols on these tables. I use the doc table, the DOC table. I have 13 tables. I love these tables. There's other tables. You can use those tables. What's important is the oscillation cycle. You got to think. These tables pull and they relax. They pull and they relax. As the doctor, you can dictate the type of oscillation. Does it go, I'm going to use a metaphor, does it go out 12 inches? And then does it go in half, 6, and back? Or should you go out 12 in 1? A much shorter, taut pull. This is a hidden secret. If people are stuck in decompression, if you're a patient, you have to know these 3 things. What's the angle I'm being pulled at? Number 1. Number 2, what's the weight we're being pulled at? And number 3, what's the accordion-like oscillation? This is the biggest difference between traction and decompression. Traction. Hey, I want to try an inversion table. Let's try an inversion table. Totally cool. Try it. If it works, awesome. One of the reasons it doesn't work is if you go and you hang upside down and you're just laying there. You are laying there and you're just being pulled. There's no relaxation and oscillation of the ligaments and the soft tissue. That's why you get a flare-up on an inversion table. If you've tried an inversion table and it didn't work, you know that you flipped over, whether it's 30 degrees, 60, or 90, and then you got a spasm. There was too much pull because you can't dictate not only the weight, but the oscillation back and forth. The oscillation changes the disc pressure. You change the disc pressure, you create a vacuum, and you get it to go back in. So listen, those are the 3 things I'm looking for when I'm using these amazing pieces of equipment that actually get results. We have a 90+% success rate. Disc extrusions, disc herniations, disc bulges, degenerative disc disease, spinal stenosis, canal stenosis, whatever you have, very high success rate if you use the tables correctly. These tables are like Ferraris. And if you know how to drive a stick shift and you know how to drive a Ferrari, you are going to crush it around the racetrack. If you've never driven a Ferrari and you don't know how to drive a Ferrari, you shouldn't be driving it 200 miles an hour around the racetrack. You are going to crash. Have to know how to harness the energy of the tables. It's obvious that you're having lower back pain and you want to get relief. Text me the word relief to 925-291-5670 to download your free low back pain guide. Start fixing your back today and get the relief that you deserve. So listen, if you're struggling and you don't have the protocols or you want relief from your sciatica before you get surgery, okay? Follow me on Instagram at Dudum Chiropractic. You can email my clinic directly, drjdudum@gmail.com, or simply text 925-291-5670. I want to help you. You deserve to get relief without spinal surgery. You think you've tried everything. If you haven't gone on a decompression table at the correct angle, with the correct pull and the correct oscillation, if you haven't tried everything. I'm Dr. J.D. Dudum. This is the Back at It with Dr. Decompression. Thanks for listening. I'll see you on the other side.